Hello guys, welcome to my channel Archer Infotech. So today we'll continue further. So yesterday we have seen the definition of computer. After that we have seen the hierarchical block diagram. After that we have seen the functional block diagram of computer and role of every part in a functional block diagram. We have seen what you mean by memory and different parts of memory also. We have seen what do you mean by memory and memory units. And after that, we have seen what you mean by language, detailed execution of C program. And after that, we have seen different types of languages and where C stand. Okay, where C stand. See, now today we'll continue further and we'll see some fundamental concepts in the C programming. So let's start with history of C programming. Okay, na? See, initially there was a assembly languages. So assembly languages where we write the opcodes, which is actually hexadecimal code and which are near to machine understandable code. But see, what is the drawback of assembly language? It is hard to learn and hard to implement. And assembly languages fail to handle the growing complexity in the programs. So therefore, the people shifted towards the next era where they want to use human understandable language for the coding. That is an English-like language. And with the same perspective, the era is shifted towards the next language generations where dozens of languages are introduced in the market, just like Simula, COBOL, Fortran, RPG, BASIC, Pascal. But see, the common drawback of these languages is these are the field specific language. These are field specific languages. So see, as the name suggests, COBOL, that is common business oriented language. Okay, na? So this is a base suited for the business oriented application. Fortran, formula translator. It is a mathematical language. RPG, a report programming generator, means it is used for the report generation. BASIC, beginners all purpose symbolic instruction code. So it is for the novice programmers. Pascal is a scientist name. It is again a mathematical language. Okay. So then the people start thinking about, rather than using multiple languages in a one project, why not go for a single language which will fulfill all the needs, all the programming needs. Okay. And with the same perspective, one international committee is formed. That committee comes out with algorithmic oriented language. And as it is developed in the late 60s, it is known as a Algol 60. Okay. After that, the research carried out in the Cambridge University, that is they developed combined programming language in 1963. Again, in the Cambridge University, Martin Richards developed the next version or modified version of the CPL, where the drawbacks of CPL eliminated and Martin Richards added some additional features in it, the language known as a BCPL. So that is combined programming language and basic combined programming language. The BCPL developed in 1967. After that, Ken Thompson from AT&T Bell Lab, New Jersey, USA developed B in 1970. Okay, in 1970. So Ken Thompson taken strong concept or strong features from the CPL and BCPL. He eliminates some drawback from it and provided the new features to the language. Okay, that B again modified initially by Dennis Ritchie and Kerinath. That modified version of B become the so popular. The things that are expected from the algol are fulfilled by the C programming. Means this language able to program any task from the industry. Any task from the industry means it is a base suited for mathematical application, or it is a base suited for report generation, or it is a base suited for the business oriented application. Means it is general purpose programming language. So it is developed by Dennis Ritchie and Kerneth in 1972. So the Dennis Ritchie, generally we see the name Dennis Ritchie because initially Kerneth and Dennis Ritchie developed the modified version of B. They approached to NASA several times. They demanded to use the modified version of B for the NASA's moon mission, but every time they got rejected. Then Dennis Ritchie joined AT&T Bell Lab as an employee, and he used that modified version of modified version of B in the Unix operating system design and development. So more than 85 to 90% Unix operating system developed with the help of that modified version. And later on, the C becomes so popular, and then AT&T Bell Lab announced that this language having a name C, which is developed by us, which is a product of AT&T Bell Lab, and the name C is chosen because it is a letter after the B. So that is a short history of C programming. See, after some days, after ruling the industry, people start thinking about the security, and C does not care about the security. Then the scientist named Brzezinski Strausstrup taken the concept of class from Simula 67 and added into the C and developed one another language initially known as C with class, and again by taking the inspiration from plus operator, it is renamed as C and C++. Okay, na? It is renamed as C++. C programming and C++ forms the combined base for the further development, and therefore generally when we start the programming, we start the learning process of programming, we start with C and C++, because the major technologies like Sun Microsystem and Microsoft Corporation considered C as a base, C++ as a combined base. Okay, na? So therefore we start from the C programming. See, now how to learn the C programming? It is quite simple. We learned the English, okay, na? Which is not our mother tongue. So we have taken the directed efforts to learn the English. So let's see how you learn the English. So you have seen character set, after that words, after that sentence. So collection of sentence form paragraph, collection of paragraph forms the chapter, collection of chapter forms the book, and collection of book forms the library. So in similar way, we need to proceed with the C programming. So first of all, we have to see the character set of C programming. Okay, so as we are using the English, typically US English for the coding, the character set of C is same as that of character set of English. After that, we have to go for constant, keyword and variable, which is equivalent to word in English. Okay, the constant, keyword, variable forms the building block for the instruction. Bunch of instruction forms the program, bunch of program forms the module, and bunch of module forms the software. So let us start with the character set. So basically the character set are the symbols C means we are preferred the symbolic communication. Okay na, we are preferred the symbolic communication, and in the symbolic communication we are using the symbols present in English. So English having the character set which includes alphabets, digits and special symbols, uppercase A to Z and lowercase a to Z under the alphabets 0 to 9 digits and the special symbols. Okay, na? The special symbols. Okay, this is the character set of C programming. After that the constant, keyword and variable. We have to see the constant, keyword and variable, and as we all know, constant is an element which having the fixed value which cannot be changed or which cannot be altered. Okay, see, there are different C constants. The C constants are divided into two different parts, that is a numeric constants and non-numeric constant. So numeric constant further divided into integer and floating point constant. Okay, so integer constants are generally whole numbers and floating point constants are the numbers with fractional part. Under non-numeric, character constant is a single key press represented within a single quote. It may be a uppercase, lowercase letter, or it may be a special symbol or digit. But when the single character, a single key press represented in a single quote, left pointing single inverted comma, then it is known as a character, and string is a collection of character. So collection may contain a single character or bunch of characters, or it may be a alphanumeric. Note carefully that the strings are represented in the double quotes. The strings are represented in double quotes. After that we have to see the variable. We know that the quantity which can be changed, it is not compulsion na? The quantity which can be changed, known as a variable. So let's consider a simple formula. It is a formula of simple interest. So SI is equals to PRN by 100, P into RN into N by 100. So here the value of PRN taken by the user means it is not fixed. So they become a variable, and value of simple interest, that is SI, depends upon the value of PR and N. So SI as well as PRN termed as a variables, whereas the meaning of 100 remains same, remains as it is, which cannot be changed or which cannot be altered. So 100 is a constant. So you can define the variable as it is element in the program, which may change during the program execution. Okay, after that we have to see what do you mean by keyword. So keywords are actually reserved words whose meaning is already known to, defined to, or explained to compiler. Keywords are reserved words whose meaning is already known to, defined to, or explained to compiler. So there are several different keywords. In C there are 32 keywords. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching my video. So please do share, like and subscribe. Thank you.